Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the meeting of the charity. All the cameras are on, so you know you've been recorded. To receive apologies for absence. In the book. How many? There are about 6.
The book's there, next to you, Mark.
Councillors O'Brien, Burton, Trowler, Bridges and Dalton.
Yeah. So I'll accept those. Thank you. To declare any interest in matters to be considered. Nothing. To identify items for which the press and the public may be excluded. Nothing at this stage, is it? No.
Nothing.
To confirm the minutes of the meeting held on Monday the 3rd of November. You've got them in front of you. Page 1.
Nothing.
Page 2. Right, we propose that they're all in order. Yeah, propose and second, please. All in favour? Yeah, okay.
Sat with me.
Is it done? Yeah. To request grant from Anton Parish Council £4,000. Payment in kind to cover employment costs for November of £4,072.40. And so we propose to accept that.
What was that, 4,000?
£4,072.40. All those in favour, please show. To approve the accounts for October 2014, including the overview accounts for publishing on the parish website. Which one is it, Michael? That's it. Done? That one, the next one.
Which one? That one first?
That one, first one and the next one, yeah.
Which one? Sorry, John, which one are we looking at?
That's that one first.
Right, no problems.
CH7.
Yeah. And then the receipt change. Yeah. The receipts, the next one. Got the next page.
Right. The preschool figures there,
Yeah.
the one at the top and the one at the bottom,
Yeah.
is that or does that include the agreed sum they was going to pay us?
That's the two bits.
What, the 598?
The £20 you said the extra.
That's the extra.
Right, okay, yeah. That's all right, yeah.
Can I just ask a question on that,
Yep.
Chair? There's nothing again from receipts, excuse me, from the football, I know it's a pet theory of mine, from the football teams. I did speak to Siobhan Abstract this morning about trying to help us sort out the payment of the bond and all that stuff while Marion's away or off ill. And I said to her if she gets stuck, that if she gives me a ring, I'll come down and hopefully we can sort it out. Because I don't think at the moment we know where we are when we've been off for the last 3-4 weeks. It's probably not got pulled into line, you know.
I'm sure one has been looking through the diary and making notes and things. We're going to meet on Friday.
Right. Okay, that's got only unfortunately. Well, I would have come down, but I'm in Rotherham all day meeting, so I can't get. But I said to her, if there's anything else she wants regarding pictures and stuff like that, but hopefully she said she was getting it sorted out, so hopefully we'll get it resolved. Thank you.
Into the next one. Payment schedule. You got that one? That one.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
And I should know this, so and I should slap myself on the wrist, really. Yorkshire Purchasing Organisation. Is that... What is that? Who is that? Is that...
It's the local authority.
Sorry, it's the 1, 2, 3 down on it.
Oh, I can't see.
Or am I looking at something wrong here?
Yeah, it's this one.
Yorkshire Purchasing Organisation is...
Show which one I mean.
Local authority.
I'm just asking what it is. I should know, but I
No,
don't.
that's the payments for this, for today. That's the one not together, we're not doing payments yet, that's payments for...
That's on the inside the pack. So what's this one?
That's the checks that are in today.
Right, I saw it.
But yeah, Yorkshire Purchasing Organisation is a...
Consortium.
organisation, yeah, consortium, it's owned by about, I think it's the 4 major councils in Yorkshire, or more.
Right.
Yeah, it's Leeds, Rotham's Horse being part of
Yeah.
that. It enables you to get office and such supplies at a discounted
It's not
Yeah.
a profit organisation owned by...
I have heard of it. But the reason I'm asking that is I should know. That's why I've asked. But it was just what we spoke about last night about probably better clubbing together, if you want a better word.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Right, the accounts overview. Yeah.
Come on. You think it's on? Is it on? Right. Excuse my French.
You do need the microphones on for the recording.
Okay, right. So it's the accounts overview. Next page. It's this one.
Shall I move that we just accept that accounts overview because I think they've
Yeah.
been agreed anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All in favour? Yeah. And that's the next one. At both sides, so that's that one. And then there's the Anston Parish Council Recreation Ground Budget Summary 2014. It's on the other side of the page. On the page. All those in favour, please show. Right, we're on to 9. Number Parish Hall to receive update from... Good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know there are
fine.
not many members, excuse me, here tonight. There's not a great deal happened since we last met. I met with the architect maybe 2 or 3 weeks since. They were, at the moment, pretty snowed under with work, and I think they've got their end of year, is it taxation and whatever else they got sorted out. I think it's due. So they were main priority really to make sure that the bills get paid. So I'm expecting a phone call from her this week and next week, and then we'll hopefully set up the display in the new year of the proposal. So as soon as I hear anything more, I'll come back to council. But as I say, other than that, there's not a great deal to add. She was going to update it on the issues that were raised at the meeting. But as I said, they've got other priorities at the moment.
Right.
When was the last group meeting?
We've not had one since we had the meeting down here.
Right.
So it's only I've called to see them to see where they were at really to do a progress
Just get an
update.
update.
Yeah. So we've not had another one since then. Sorry.
Okay, to arrange the date for meeting with the preschool.
I've not had a confirmation yet, but I've suggested that we do it on Monday. Monday the 22nd of December. And that would be probably about 1 o'clock. That's not been confirmed yet.
That's
Yeah,
provisionally.
What?
I can probably do that.
Can you just remind me what we're actually meeting for? Is
For
it just
update us on what we agreed when we sat down the table before. They'd come back to us and updated on how they got on with getting extra people in, all the things that they talked about at the time.
Right. I mean, yeah, it won't do no harm to meet with them, but providing they're sticking to the arrangement that
Yeah.
was agreed, there's not a lot that needs to be discussed anyway, really, is there?
No, but it's just a report back, because we would ask them to come and tell us what
Right.
how they were progressing.
We did say 6 months, I think,
Yeah.
didn't we, originally?
The request.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
Right, we'll take that as a possibility then, Monday the 22nd, you'll let us know won't you? Bowling pavilion, there's just a letter to inform us that the bowling club secretary changed to Diane Graham, Woolsets Road. The treasurer's always also changed, and that's Sue Ralston. The past secretary, John Hall, and Max George, the treasurer, have called it today. They've drawn stumps. They've been doing it for 25 years.
And I would like to have sort of given them some acknowledgement. I think Keith Granton was the chairman and done it
Yeah,
for
Keith would have
a
done
long time as
15
well.
years.
15 years he's been chairman, so I think they put quite a
Yeah,
fair amount
that-
of time in to keep it going as a
That's true.
parish facility.
That's true, but there is a committee of 9 people, and
Yeah.
they all work very hard to keep
So-
things going.
So who's the chairman then?
The chairman is now Mick
Mick
Gillam,
Gillam.
the one that came
Right,
to
yeah.
us at the last meeting. Mick Gillam.
We just have to take that.
Can I just receive it, please? Right. To receive an update regarding the dogs on Leeds.
Right.
You've got the letter here. Dog wardens have said that it's difficult to enforce, but we can display polite notices around the recreation ground. Dog wardens will try, if they have time, and finances allow, to visit the recreation ground and patrol it at some point to try and assist us with our efforts. That means they're not coming. So can we just accept that?
Can I just come in?
Yeah, come.
Again,
Yeah.
we had a meeting at the town hall last night. Again, I had a quick word with Michael. It was only an informal off the thing, and we was discussing, or I was suggesting that we could have problems with this, with the dog wardens things, because the land could, if it's classed as charity land, it could be classed as private land, although public use it quite often. Now, if the charity land is deemed to be able to come under the council due to the sole trustee aspect, it could then be classed as public land. So if we're going to move forward on stopping people or having loose dogs and make people put on the leads, etc., I think we will have to at some stage seek some serious advice of what the status of the land is before we move forward. If it's public land, well then we may be able to put a possible bylaw in with, and then rather than dog wardens may well be able to assist. But if it's classed as private land, you struggle to do everything, anything at all.
Can we?
Could I just make it one comment? I think there are only 2 or 3 dog wardens, I think, for the entire borough, so they're pretty well time consumed. So whether I think we need to do something about it, but as Stuart says, we're sort of like, we don't know really where we stand from the point of view of designating the land.
This was brought back to the table at the request of the last meeting, remember, because there was a question about whether private land can be patrolled in the same way as public land. And I did circulate a document called FIDO in public, which hopefully explains a little bit more about it, but obviously it probably still throws up questions. So that came by email, explaining it.
So what do you think we should do as a next step?
Well, no, you put your hand up first. You can go first.
You know these signs that Siobhan doing signs? I wondered if that's been agreed, if we could have a couple, you know, at the end of the Amiens Close, there's a walk that goes all the way around the back of the bungalow.
Yeah, footpath.
A footpath.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely littered with dog food. Littered.
It's the one from the entrance to the allotments. across the back there.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
go
there's
round-
one at the
yeah.
beginning and one at the end where it comes out
Yeah.
of Hawthorne Avenue, because it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It comes on, it comes on the footpath at the back of Hawthorne that goes down Long Acre down to this canal. Well, we've got to decide yet whether we're going to have these forms. I mean, Siobhan, has she got the quote form yet? Right.
The actual the posters that she's done are already up.
Yeah, I know, but she was going to laminate them on, wasn't she?
They were laminated,
Yeah,
so they were agreed and they've been put up. The question was whether the borough council could do anything, and then the subsequent question was whether it was private land and whether the borough could still do anything, and that still is the question at the moment. So the signs have been done and dusted.
Because this email goes back to 27th of August from Siobhan, so they've been up, but whether it's had any effect, I don't know. I mean, I'd stick them up all over the place where we could get away with it, quite
Is
frankly.
there any possibility that we could actually stand?
I'm sure we could. That's not a charity, you see.
But I think it boils down to, I think, and I'm not presuming to speak on behalf of all of them, but I think the general consensus is that the dogs should be on the lead while they're on the recreation ground, mainly for the kids and for the mess. I do think, I know it's probably going to cost us quite a lot of money, but I do think we need to clear up what the legal situation is, because again, if it's classed as charity land, all we have to do in a charity meeting is to pass a rule that the charity says dogs will be on a lead. I think that's all we need to do legal-wise. As for, should we say, fining people, that's a whole different ball game altogether, which you probably can't do. So it does boil down to what are we legally allowed to do and not allowed to do. Because again, then it follows on from there. If you do make a decision, you're going to ask people to have dogs on leads, and people consistently ignore that, then you've got a whole different ball game of what you're going to do with them people. And as a council, we shouldn't really be seen to be putting things in place that go against the public, because we're here for the public, not to go against them. So I think the status of the land needs to be clarified first.
Yeah, can you follow this? Yeah, we'll be able to find out. Huh? Oh, sorry, yes, we missed that one out. The received update.
Sorry, sorry, before we go on to the next one. There's a question from Michael, really, after the chase. How will we find out about the land?
The only thing we can do is perhaps actually approach some officer at the borough council and just ask their opinion directly. Although I think Siobhan possibly has been down that route already.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a mind to cost of it, since we don't want to be paying hundreds of pounds out for legal advice.
It could be Alan.
No, I think it's just the advice
His name I can't pronounce.
Chair,
Do with the wells.
Let's go.
could we not put just a polite notice up, or notices requesting for dogs to be on a lead?
Well, that's
We've done
that's
that.
what we've done.
Right.
Gordon, we've done. But that's only for here. Of course, it's at Joyce on about, we'll have to do that through the Barry Council.
Well, I mean, it's no good saying dogs must be on a lead, because what we're going to do if they don't.
Yeah, well, this is what we're about to try and find out. We'll make inquiries through whoever it might be through, but Michael will
I
do
was
that.
thinking more of Woodstock owners, pick up the
No.
That,
in the bin.
just coming again, Chair, that thing with the issue at Southampton, that's a dog warden issue. And the dog warden, if you contact the dog warden, they will come out. Because I've contacted around Park Avenue, and she'll spray the signs on the floor and things.
Yeah, but there's no tarmac to it on the stuff. It's the footpath in the field.
Right, so who owns the
It's a
footpath?
footpath. It's a designated footpath.
If it's a designated footpath, then you probably need to go on to the footpaths officer
Richard
at Rotherham.
Yeah.
And then they will have that will be a common problem across the borough,
Yeah.
feces on public footpaths. But that I would, because again, the public footpaths are the responsibility of the borough.
That's right.
So they would have to police that type of issue
Yeah.
on a public footpath. It's
The
not the parish
only
councils.
difficulty that they've got, and I'm sure they'll have some recourse to do something, is the fact that these footpaths up there were there before the estates were built.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
they sometimes thread themselves through a road, a footpath, a snicket, another's road. It's difficult. So there's bits of it
yeah.
which are.
Can I suggest make a way forward again on this one? Is obviously the clerk's going to look at the problem we have with the recreation ground, Councillor Brindley, the best way to go about it is to approach either the footpaths officer and also email the dog warden to bring them both in and see if you can go that way. Because although it is a concern, it's not a parish council responsibility, it's the public footpaths.
Well, maybe that goes for you. Get in touch. Okay.
The woman, I forgot the name, the one who's the dog warden, I forgot the name,
Faye Drabble.
yeah, she's good to talk to, she's on board as it were.
You forget her name?
Faye Drabble.
Drabble.
Drabble. Yeah, I think she's still there.
Yeah. Yes. We missed one out actually. To receive an update with regard to the request for access to the rear of 35 at Brighton Road.
Yeah, if you recall, you asked the solicitor to get in touch with the people to progress the access to the rear of 35 Brighton Road. After probably a couple of months now, 2 or 3 months, there's been no response, so the solicitor's actually closed his books on that particular case.
So they've not gone back to him
No.
at number 35, right?
Right. To receive an update of the CCTV inspection of the drains on the recreation ground. Have we got anything on that?
Yeah, I've got 2 quotes, one from the Borough Council and one from a company called Metro Rod. Shall we read out the quotes?
It's up to you. Do you want to put it in confidential, John, or are you
No,
I'm reluctant to do this because I think we should be open with all things. I think because there could lead to a potential contract, I would argue that there should be the figures themselves, nothing else, the figures themselves should be put into secret session.
Got you on.
Right. I'm going to suggest that and propose it. But also, we are in the process of discussing the budget. And I can't remember off the top of my head, honestly, whether we've allocated any money for this issue or not.
We haven't allocated anything yet.
I can't think off the top of my head we haven't. It may have a knock-on effect on the budget if we decide to go ahead.
Okay, proposal is
So just for the purpose of the figures only,
yeah.
to put it into confidential session.
The idea is anyway to put a camera down the drain and find out what's happening underneath the ground.
How far it goes.
And how far it goes and where the
If it
side
goes.
entries come into it. But we know that the one out of the corner of the Bowling Green, last inspection was clear. But it's what's happening between here and there that we've got to find out.
Can I just ask Michael, did you speak to Dave Mead? Was it Dave Mead that... was it Dave Mead that you spoke to?
Yeah, it's David Mead.
Yeah, because he said they did it when I contacted him, because I didn't know they still had facility for doing it, but obviously that's got 2 quotes anyway, so that's good.
Right, the next item, we're going to look at that one a bit later on then. To discuss the quote for work to alleviate flooding at the rear of 47 Wright Road.
Can I ask, I think this should go in
This one as
confidential.
Secondly, that's...
We'll wait for Joyce to finish expiring.
Excellent. To put this in confidential. Yeah, okay. All those in favour? Right, hold on, show this. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Can you just leave us alone for a minute? Hey? Do you want to do that? Or you can do it at the end of the finance. Which do you want to do at the end of the finance meeting? What do you want?
Yeah.
Put him out.
No, it's no sentimental call and bring him back in.
Right, we'll deal with that
It's
at the end of
Christmas,
the finance meeting. Well, thank you very much for your
Next
time.
meeting, then, we'll go ahead. So I'm not shifting off the table.
Date down the next meeting is 7th of January, 7 o'clock.
What I was going to show you. I'll do those now, Mark.
Declare
I've
the
got to go
meeting
through accounts
closed.
as well.